Hey everyone, Codex here. I hope you're doing fantastic. So today what we're gonna do is take a look at Elrond's native token Egld, and you'll be discussing what's currently happening with its price, because honestly we've been getting destroyed these past 2 months. So if you guys like the content, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and make sure to join our Telegram channel. So Elrond has been getting destroyed, to say the least. We are currently down about 87% from the all-time high and over 72% since the start of this year. And yeah, although every other project is getting destroyed right now, we can't really come in here and blame it on the market. Blaming things on the market and on whales isn't really the solution to your problems. The solution is simply learning and improving and not repeating the same mistake that you've done, which I'm sure 99% of you could relate to. I mean, everyone repeats the same mistake at some point. So, a couple of weeks ago, AGLD dropped to our accumulation zone, which is this area between 80 and 90 US dollars. And we discussed this area multiple times back in January, back at the start of this year. And we said that sooner or later, we will come in here, which ended up happening, of course. However, what's odd to me right now is that we are slowly losing this level too. And I said in the past that if we lose this 80 to 90 dollar level, we will drop to the next one, to the next support, which is at 40 US dollars. And look, this might seem crazy to you, and you might say, oh well, no, it's impossible for us to drop there because that's another 40% crash. But that's what everyone said back in here when I first drew this level at the start of this year, or back when I first discussed a crash at the end of last year. And so don't be narrow-minded. Try to always understand every perspective and to be open to other opinions. And I'm not saying we will drop in here now. All I'm saying is that based on everything happening, we have very high odds of seeing an expansion down to this level in the next 2 months. Now, if we take a look at the Phoenix Ascending Indicator, which is our momentum indicator, what we can see on the daily time frame is that the blue LSMA and red RSI, which are responsible for triggering either the upward or downward pressure, are still below the level of 50, which is this mid-yellow line. And we know that when both lines are below the mid-yellow line, things will remain bearish. And the bearish momentum actually started the day they fell down below the mid-yellow line, which was 2 months ago when we were at 190 bucks. And this bearish trend will simply remain, it will simply continue until the red and blue lines go up high, which will take a lot of time. What we are experiencing in here is basically something similar to what we had at the end of last year as well as in January. I know it might not look the same since last year we were in a clear uptrend where now we are in a bear market, but just try to focus on this. So back in here, we had the blue LSMA and red RSI drop down at the end of November of last year when the price was at 430 to 440 US dollars. And this ended up triggering the start of a downtrend, and the bearish momentum basically remained for so long simply because we had more sellers than buyers, which is obvious. And this indicator told us that, I mean, the blue and red lines basically remained below the level of 50 for this entire bearish phase, and the same day they trended up high, the same day the blue LSMA and red RSI trended up high and went above the level of 50, that was the day when we started experiencing the relief rally. And so listen, this bearish trend will simply remain, it will simply continue until we see serious changes on our indicator. Now, a week ago, I also thought that we will see a shift in the trend from bearish to bullish again because the red line started going up high. However, I said that if our lines start curving down again, which ended up happening, of course, then this will be a trap. And it ended up being a trap because our lines couldn't continue going higher and they ended up curving down. These are rough times, okay? Although this is still nowhere near 2018. But what I want to say is that the order book is screaming sellers. There are simply more sellers than buyers now, which I've been saying for a very long time. And this simply isn't changing now. On the weekly time frame, it's even, what can I say? It's worse. 9 weekly red candles in a row so far, which is insane. Once the sell orders start piling in like this, it's really tough to win against them. And I do personally expect lower price levels, as I said. Could I be wrong? Yeah, I mean, I could. We all could. I'm not saying I'm always right. I've had my fair share of mistakes in this space, but just from a completely rational perspective, I honestly see us dropping lower on the macro scale. I also just want to discuss Elrond BTC as well as Egld ETH for a second now, because I think that looking at alts versus Bitcoin and Ethereum is very important, and we actually made a full video about that 2 days ago, which you can of course watch later on. But what I want to say is that we are currently down over 76% against Bitcoin since our peak. And we are also down 50% against Ethereum in the last 106 days. And yeah, this is very bad. I don't support the idea of buying alts in bear markets, which I'm sure you know of if you have been around for some time. And look, as long as BTC is either in its range, moving sideways, or going down, Elrond, Egld will just keep losing its value, not only against the US dollar, but also against BTC and Ethereum. Alts are usually a very terrible idea. They are a very bad investment in these times. But if you want them so bad, then that's your thing. So we will see how things develop with Egld in the next few weeks, because this is starting to get on the nerves of everyone. So that was about it, guys, for today. Thanks for sticking by till the end. Also, I know that your EGLD is probably down 80 or 90%, but if you want to store it in a hardware wallet and at least be sure that nobody's gonna steal it, make sure to check out Decent. They are currently offering a $50 discount on their biometric wallet with the code Codex Crypto. Plus, you can always store your other shitcoins in there. So that was about it, guys, for today. Thanks for sticking by till the end. As I said, have a nice day and see you in the next video. Bye bye.